your books.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry, say that again. So you feel like you've learned something in this process with then you said the books?
yes, I feel like I learned something. I think it's thanks to your books, especially. And also, it's just like the whole like learning process. So it's just with the visual learning, it's much easier than
So
actually.
like do you like the so the booklets help with because of all the pictures? Is that kind of where that goes with that? And how the videos work together? Is that helpful too?
Yes, and also the text in the booklets are short, like right to the point.
Yes.
Unlike, a big textbook, it's like it gets really tiring just to read the whole thing.
Yes. Yeah, and often it's so many foreign words, right? It's a very difficult reading. It's not like a novel or so.
Yeah, there's also there's a course where they talk. I think it's like a medical terminology or so.
Hmm. Hmm.
I think it's offered at Merced College. If you take the nurse entrance exam, I think
Right.
that's one of the recommended courses.
Yes, I've taught that before too. That's a pretty good course, but so that helps a lot of the terminology. Absolutely. How did you do with the quizzes? Did you feel like that process was helpful to sort of work through the material in that format?
Yeah, the quizzes actually did help. Oh, actually, talking about the quizzes, I have a question regarding for
Yes.
the final exam.
Yes.
I know for the final exam, it's gonna be the format is gonna be multiple choice and labeling.
Yes.
But I just wondering because on some of the quizzes, how you have to like type in the answers. Will there be like formats like question formats like that?
Yeah. Let me just take it like there and show you guys what I'm doing. Okay.
Okay.
Be right to the point and give you an example. Uh, oops. Hold on. I don't have anything to really hide about this stuff. Let me just find where I'm at. Modules. All right. Can you see my canvas?
Yes.
Good. And hi everybody else. How are you guys?
Hi, how are you?
Good. You?
I'm doing good.
Are you feeling like you're getting to some closure of this class?
Yeah, I have a question though regarding the last exam.
Hmm.
So I have a 95 in the class right now, and
Hmm.
I have to get an A in this class because they're going to look at it when I'm trying to get into a nursing school. And so okay, let's say I take the exam and I have been studying like crazy, but I'm so scared. What if I take the exam and it drops to like an 89? Do you round the grade up if we go to the lectures? Because I have been going to all the lectures except for like one time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because I have to freaking get an A in this class. I have to. And I've had an A this whole time, but I'm just so scared. I'm so
No,
now
I
that,
understand. I
yeah.
understand. And reach out to me too. If you're really having these issues, just text me. But yeah, if I take the role. It's not a mandatory thing to be in class, but obviously I do believe if you're participating in the Zoom, it's helpful to get. I mean, you tell me if it helps or not. Actually, that's more a
Yes.
question for you guys. And if not, please hold me accountable and tell me what to change. But I use that absolutely to round it up. As a like, yeah, you really did your effort, and that's what really counts to me. Because test taking is not easy, and it creates a lot of anxiety. It creates a lot of anxiety, me too. When I take an anatomy class right now, just the process of taking a test is
Mhm.
is that, and in some ways it's not bad that we're getting used to doing that, because life is kind of like that, and we have to face these, uncomfortable things all the time. And I'm feisty about them, and I don't like them. But so it's not a bad process to have to go through it. But whatever I can help with decreasing the anxiety, please, reach out and understand that I'm kind of here to be your coach. And yeah, I mean, if you, I doubt it's going to have that big of an effect. I mean, the test is 65 questions. And so you have much, you can have more, less the questions don't account to as many points in percent as if it were 50 points. So it's a little bit less on that. So that's one thing with the test. And then the other thing with the test, if I go through the preview briefly and give you just a little bit of a hint of how it's going to be, we have some true false questions right in here. We have some multiple choice questions right in here. No writing in questions. And then we have further down, we have lab questions, but this time they're multiple choice. As you can see, I'm not going to stop so you don't, but at their multiple choice, they're not filling the blanks. And so I think from that perspective, it's not as nerve-wracking as if these were fill in the blank situations.
Thank you for not making it fill in the blank.
Yeah, for real.
I think
I
just
know
because
I tell you, it's the hardest part for me to grade those. It takes a lot of time, and it's really hard on you guys too, I know. And I really try, to put so many answers behind that I can muster. But I do believe it's an important process, just as an exercise, in some ways. And so I don't want to keep it as the second test. I'm going to keep that the way it is. But the final, you guys have been really good, and you've learned a lot. I mean, give me some feedback of that, as we go through this last class. In terms of the process, what elements of the process do you feel like are redundant or not useful? Do you have any thoughts on that? If I want to make the class better, what kind of hints do you have for me on that front?
I have a question. Hello?
Yes.
Oh, I just wondering, are there like online evaluations for for the class we is there
Yeah.
like
I'm the one place where people go to figure out and rate their, which professor to take is Rate My Professor.
I was just wondering about the online. Usually at the end of the semester, how I think teachers, they provide students with an online evaluation form, or like it could be online or in paper. And
yeah, actually I don't have that as a final at this point. I put a survey in at the middle. And then in my other school, I get evaluated every 3 years, and then at that point the students can. But I should.
what's your other school? May I ask?
Merit
in
Oakland, the East Bay.
Okay.
I've been teaching there for 15 years, and so now I just started teaching at Merced this semester. And so that's kind of how they do it. But I'm going to look into doing an online evaluation. At this point, I don't. But what you could do, if you could help me out, is on ratemyprofessor.com. Do you see that here? Am I sharing that with you or not?
Actually, I don't see.
Huh?
No, I don't see Rate My Professor on there.
Same.
Now you should, right? Oh, it says I forgot password. Do you see my Safari?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you could, on Rate My Professor, go to, my name, and then I should show up, but I show up under Merit, not under Merced at this point. And if you could write me a review there, I would very much appreciate it. But I will definitely work on having an online evaluation. But I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it for this class because the class closes on Friday.
Oh, I think on Rate My Professor, you can actually add a professor. I think I saw that on your Safari. There's a add a professor.
Oh, you can?
Link.
I was trying to figure out how to add a school for my thing.
I think that's maybe just for students, because I don't think a professor can.
Oh
rate
yeah, maybe you can
themselves.
do that. Maybe you can do that.
Put you on the Merced College one. That's a good idea. Because are you going to continue to teach for Merced College?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, in the fall.
What classes are you still doing Bio 16?
Always, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
How
kind of.
about for physiology or microbiology by any chance?
Oh, absolutely not microbiology. Physiology I've taught once before, but I tried to just teach this main class that I have. Which
Okay.
has a little bit of physiology in it just to understand the processes. But at this point, it's just that way the class is very cohesive because it's, I think it's important to deliver it in a fashion that is really understandable for the student. And it's taken me a long time to get to this place with this class. And so we'll see in the future if I at some point change my mind and make a physio class. That might be interesting, but I haven't gone to that place yet.
Okay, the only reason I'm asking is because I'm trying to fill my prerequisite. I'm gonna in the future apply for the nursing
Right.
program.
Right. That
And
is
so
well, at this point, I mean, you can go and shop even in different schools. I mean, or districts. You might have to apply, but I'm taking a physio class in the fall just to kind of see how other professors do it and get me a refresher in it. And I found classes that are just completely online. They don't even have synchronous Zoom teachings at this point, or not in class yet. So you have a fairly good variety of places you want to take classes from at this moment.
okay, well,
Sorry.
I'm just trying to. Well, I'm focusing in for junior colleges.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand. But I'm sure you have professors at Merced, right?
Actually, this is my first time taking a class at Merced College.
Where else are you enrolled? Anywhere else?
Currently, no.
Yeah, so go into the classes and look who's teaching physiology. Unfortunately, at this point, I don't know other professors too well. I might, in the future, get to know them better, and so I can't really get you an idea of who would be good or not so good, or by the students. But if you go on Rate My Professor and you look up their write-ups, I will probably read the descriptions more than just looking at the rating, because I've seen it's gone both ways. I've seen descriptions that are really bad and professors were actually kind of okay, and then I've seen the other way around too, where students just only write very nice things, and at the end the professor is kind of lame. Or also look at if you take an online class, look at descriptions that are, how is that professor for the online since COVID? That's another thing.
I'm just wondering about if you're teaching physiology either in the summer or fall.
No.
But actually, mostly for physiology, because since this class does cover physiology partially, so I thought maybe you might teach a physiology course as well.
No, not yet. Not at this point.
Oh, there's another course you're teaching this semester. It's Bio 24. I don't know what.
Yes, but that's at Merritt. That's at Merritt College.
Merit. Okay.
Yeah, that's in the college in Oakland. So yeah, if you probably Google it or so, it might show up with that course as well.
Okay.
That's
So
my long established course that I teach at Marion.
just want to make sure. So you're not teaching physiology
No,
next semester or in the fall?
unfortunately not. No.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. So I've shown you how the test works. And again, if you have any other questions, just interrupt me. Natalie, did you figure out the embryo or reproductive system question? Hello.
No, I didn't, but I'm working on it this week.
Do you want to go through that now, or do you want to reach out to me when you want to do it?
I'll reach out later just because I'm not home right now.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay. So then in that case, then so you understand how the test works. If you have questions to that, let me know. And then are there any other questions that you have for me? Because other than that, what I wanted to talk to you about is just that you make sure on the test you have your test review with you and the term list number 2, but that's about it.
Is the final cumulative?
No, the final is a standalone test like the other tests were as well.
Okay.
And so you don't have to know. So for the written part, the true, false, multiple choice, your information is all on that review sheet that we've been going through.
Yes, okay.
You have that?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you understand the material on that.
Okay.
And that's what we sort of been explaining mostly through the Zoom classes. And
Right.
they're all up online. And then, and so that's the true, false, multiple choice. And then the term list number 2 is what's on the other part of the class for the test. That's then the anatomy portion. And you have a term list number 2, right?
Yes, and is that going to be like fill in the blank, like last time? It's going to be like
No, let
last
me
time?
show you again. Let me show you again. No, that's multiple choice this time.
Oh, the whole thing is multiple choice?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't need to show you again, actually, because it's just instead of fill in the blank, this time also the anatomy is multiple choice. So it's a little bit less anxiety provoking than writing it in.
Yeah. So the whole exam is multiple choice and true and false?
Yes. Multiple choice, true and false. It's 65 questions and you have 2 hours.
Okay.
And so that should give you enough time. If you are special, if you need that, if you have an excuse for more time or so, let me know so I can put that in. But otherwise 2 hours should, generally is good enough for that test.
Okay. And we still have a chance to turn in homework till Friday, right?
Yes, everything is open. I open everything till Friday midnight.
Oh, okay, thank you, because I still have stuff I need to turn in. I'm working on it.
I know it's so fast, isn't it? It's such a fast class.
Yeah.
But you guys are doing great, and yeah, just turn everything in till Friday. But for sure, make sure the test is done by Friday.
Okay, and we have
the
until
quiz.
midnight?
Yes.
Okay.
I open it till midnight. I open it as late as the Canvas lets me be open, because
Okay.
then after Friday, the Canvas closes, and so what I cannot accept after Friday is the quizzes or the test. If you
Okay.
have, if you're totally freaking out and you have labeling homework, you can text me that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you
So-
could, but I have to be in, the grades should be in by Sunday night. So don't give me longer than that.
Okay. I think I should be able to get everything done by Friday. I
Okay.
should be good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
I have
Okay.
a question regarding
Yes.
about Canvas. I was
Yes.
just wondering, regarding for the course content, you said Canvas will close. And so I'm just wondering, will we still be able to view the course content? So like our,
That is a good question. I do not know that. I don't know that. We have to, I don't know that. I think it will go away at some point, but I don't know if it goes away right on Friday for you to see. But if there's things that you like downloaded from the Canvas, you might want to download that, like some of the videos or something like that. I mean, all my videos are just on my channel. On my YouTube channel, I made different, different subcategories with the different types of videos. And so that's easy to access.
I've been saving my quizzes and my tests and almost everything on my computer just in case. But I was just wondering because I took a course at MJC and it's like a couple of years ago, and I could still view the course content.
So maybe it is. Yeah, I don't know how Merced works that way. I think at Merit, I know from the courses that I've taken myself, or I'm not the teacher, I can't see them after a while anymore.
Okay.
And so, yeah, just be aware of that.
Okay.
Dr. Merlingus, I rated you on Rate My Professor, and then I added you to Merced College, but I tried to search you right afterwards, and I think it has to like process for a minute.
Oh, cool. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Yeah, that's great, because that I think the Rate Me is also for me the guide that I can go to the school and say like, see, I did an okay job.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on what other questions you guys have, but I don't really need to go too long today, because I think we talked about everything. Except if you want to go deeper in a topic or have questions, we can cover some of that now. Or Natalie, you can also reach out, and then we can just meet on Zoom or however we want to do it. Just shoot me a text and we can talk on the phone. That's not a problem either. And even after class too, that's fine. I'm always here for information if you guys need something like that. That's okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's a little awkward. We've done such a good job. Today is basically the overflow if we were running out of steam in between, but we did not run out of steam. So you guys have been doing great. And yeah, if you please just leave me a Rate My Professor review, that would be fantastic. That's basically the best you can help me right now from that perspective, that I can keep teaching at the school.
Okay, I'm gonna go leave you a great review.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Definitely will be leaving a review. A good
Yeah.
one.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And yeah, because we'll see how it goes. I really enjoy you guys as a class, and I really find that Merced School a really good school. The people there are really wonderful people to work with, and so from both you guys and also the administration side. So it's been a very good experience.
I think Merced College students would really appreciate you having you at the school too, because we need more good professors like you.
Yeah, definitely.
So I appreciate that. Yeah, it's my aim to educate as many people as I can about their own bodies, so we can make better decisions about it. And I hope that you got something out on that front, besides getting you towards your degree, which I hope you also got something out. And yeah, make sure you keep those booklets. I've had feedback over the years that came in that they're useful for getting into the nursing school exam, or even getting into the medical school exam. And so I've been grateful for that.
I even went and bought like a clear container with a lid so I could put I've been collecting all the schoolwork that we've been doing throughout this semester, and like I'm gonna put it in there for when I need to study for I don't know what it's called for the nursing exam. I think it's called like a bar exam or something like that.
Yeah.
Or the test. Yes. Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely keep all that stuff because I know it's gonna be super useful.
That's good. Yeah, it's basically, the booklets end up being my way of reading a textbook and breaking it down to what I need to understand. And that basically started by me explaining anatomy and also some physiology to my child who had some learning disabilities and was going for massage school and had an anatomy class. And so that was sort of one of the foundations of how to come up with the format. And then reading textbooks just always put me to sleep myself.
Yeah.
And I thought, that's just not going to fly. And why do we need to make anatomy more difficult and make it more versus making it more approachable for everybody? Because we need good medical professionals, and a lot of you guys go into medicine. And I think having a good foundation in that material is very important versus just an academic foundation.
Absolutely.
How did you guys find the integration exercises like the eye test or even the food journaling thing? Did that feel like it helped you integrate the material a little bit more, make it life-based versus just academic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't too boring to do that?
No,
Oh,
it wasn't.
It was helpful. It like makes you more aware of what you're doing,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And did it help you feel like with the vision, like understand the eye chapter a little bit better or make it more interesting?
Oh my gosh, I love the eye homework that you had us do. And I found out I have 20/30 vision. And
Oh.
that's so interesting to know. I love that homework so much. Maybe that was a little off topic, but still I forgot, I wanted to share that with you.
No, I appreciate that because, I started thinking a few years back of like, I'm, be interesting to introduce meditation to the students, for example. And I was so shy doing it. And so I just at some point, especially when the pandemic hit, I just decided instead of doing too many anatomy classes with models that we cannot do, let's try to do something that's real life based. And so that's why I'm asking that question. So that feedback is fantastic. I really appreciate that.
The eye test is one of my favorite integration, and it's been a while since I had a eye exam, but I still have 20/20 vision, so I'm happy about that. But I think when I get, older, like around my parents' age, I'm probably gonna need glasses, most likely.
Yeah, well, I just got my first pair of glasses this year. So I'm getting used to having to wear them when I do some reading. So it's, at some point it will happen, but you can draw it out as much as you can, and by understanding the eye better, you know better what to do about it. Or when you read about supplements or so, and they talk about what part of the eye they help with, you have a relevance and understanding of what that means.
Okay.
That's how it goes. Well, that's when you get older, you're gonna think about things like supplements that support your organ function, depending on what organ you look at, at some point. And then you have a framework where to put that in, since we talked about it in the anatomy. That's what I think is so cool about this class, that it gives you that understanding of your own body. That's what drew me to anatomy.
The supplements, or
no, the understanding of how my body works. So I have an understanding of how I function, so I can, well, for me, it was, I suffered with fairly severe back pain when I was a teenager, because I was a pretty extreme skier as a youngster and had a few injuries. And so that, when the body has some issues, then you have an interest in understanding what goes on with that. And my whole career was basically built on that, when I became a massage therapist, then a chiropractor, and then I started teaching anatomy because I felt it was very important to educate the public as much as possible about those things.
okay.
So anyway, too much information. Let you all go. And it's hard to stop the class because it's been very nice to work with you guys, and it's been very nice and intimate. It's been just a few of you on the call every week, and that's been very special as well. And so I want to be very grateful and thank you so much for all of that. All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful summer.
You
Oh, you
too,
too.
definitely.
I will. Thank you.
All right, and I will be reaching out to you more because I am stressing out over that exam. So
Yeah. Just reach out. Yeah.
okay.
Reach out.
Okay.
Which exam?
The final, I think, right?
Mhm, the
last-
final exam,
You'll be doing fine,
the
Chris.
fate of all or the whole semester, right there.
Yeah, I know, but it's not, Crystal. It's just one test, right?
But to me, it's like, oh my god, I have to do good.
I know you've been doing great.
Same. I have to do good as well.
Oh yeah, you guys are doing.
Yeah, me
I-
too.
You've been all doing really well during the class. You've been putting a lot of effort in. I can see that in the homework, and you'll be doing just fine in this final exam. Study a little more and then bite the bullet and do it. If you want to talk, reach out. I'm available tomorrow. I have a fairly decent schedule, so I can be of support if you need me. All right.
All
Exam's
right.
already open,
Okay.
right?
The exam will open. Yeah, I can open it right now if you want me to. I open it at 5 o'clock, but I can open it right now.
Well, I'm not ready. I just
Mm,
wanted to
Yeah, I
Okay,
was.
yeah, let me open
Same.
it at
I'm
5.
not ready either.
You
And then-
you have till Friday midnight.
Okay. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I
Ev-
thought you weren't gonna open it until Friday, and I was like, yay, that's a perfect excuse to procrastinate until Friday.
No, I don't want my teacher in bio, in anatomy, he doesn't open it for just that one day from 9 o'clock to 10 p.m. or something. And it's not, the window is too narrow. It's like,
Yeah.
it's so easy to miss it then.
Yeah, because like people have to work. Like I work in the afternoon, so it's like usually.
Yeah, exactly. And so I want at least a call, 48 hours if I can
Yeah,
have it
thank
my
you.
way. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for providing a good window of opportunity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good. No, you don't need to have it be too crazy. This is an exercise in learning anatomy. This is not an exercise in making it difficult, I hope.
Okay.
That should not be. All right. Well, with that, I wish you guys a wonderful summer and keep in touch, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right.
Thank you
Bye.
so
Okay.
much.
Thank you.
Oh, I have a
And then-
question. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, the materials we have to return by Friday?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That is in the. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I almost forgot about that.
Okay.
I put it up there,
Okay.
I think, under extra credit. Where was that in the last thing? Return dissection kit.
Okay.
Yes, 21st, 6 p.m.
Okay. So we still got. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, I didn't show you that. Did you, let me show you. Right here, under return dissection kit, under the last module.
Okay.
And then here's the S16, sign 16, 116.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right, good. Bye. And then
Bye.
Arjun, you had one more question?
Oh, I was just wondering, if you like this, still contact you after the course is done, just to see how you're doing, and also if, like, I'm planning to take physiology in the future. If I have any questions, maybe I could text you, but that'd be very rarely. But
Yeah, no,
I just-
absolutely. I'm, if I don't know it, I will let you know. But I'm absolutely, you can reach out as a resource. I have no problem with it. My
if I
text-
do reach out,
My text number will most likely not change. You just have to announce who you are and where I know you from. Maybe that would be the only thing, you know.
okay, so to text.
Yeah. Don't worry about email. Do text. That's a
Okay.
much better way to reach me than email. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
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 Bye. Have a good day.
Okay, Natalie. Have a good day. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
Say hi to your brother
Okay,
and
I
your,
will.
and your mother too.
Okay, I will.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
oh, I have another question.
Yes.
I just wondering for the test, are you still gonna do like the manual grading, even though it's multiple choice? But are you still gonna
No,
like?
usually with the multiple choice, I don't have to go in because it's clear. But if you have a question with it afterwards, you can definitely reach out and I can look into it.
Oh, okay.
But I
Oh,
don't, as a rule, I don't go unless the student reaches out and has a question because those are pretty accurate.
Okay. Also, since the exam is multiple choice, I think you said the whole exam is multiple choice, so there's not gonna be any like check-in, like where it's like you could get like partial answers or.
No, but there's only one answer per question, and so it's pretty straightforward that way. And there's no spelling, it's not a spelling question.
Okay. Yes, for test number 2, I think I had to like for a couple of seconds just to like check my spelling and so 55 questions, couple seconds, that's like maybe a minute or like 2-3 minutes or.
That's why
Oh.
I gave her a decent amount of time in the second test, because it's and I can see the amount of time all of you guys take. So I make sure I give you enough time for that test. But it is a good exercise to learn this, to spell as well as you can, to do that as a test. But I think in doing the last test, we don't have to go that deep. We can keep it with the multiple choice.
Okay. Well, regarding for the anatomy terms, I think that's probably one of the hardest things, just memorize the spelling.
Oh, isn't it? I know, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I have a list, and I just go, this is the amount of terms I want you to know. And it's not like everything you can find in the book, because it's then it becomes too massive of a piece of an amount of information for you to memorize. Or for me,
Okay.
or for me to memorize, it's the same problem. I have that too,
Well, I think what's even worse than memorizing the spelling is like pronouncing it.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
so-
Well, it's anatomy terms. I mean, I deal with a lot of muscles in my professional life as a chiropractor, or as a massage therapist or body worker. I work with athletes and with their muscles when they have injuries, and so the muscle names, I find them very interesting after a while, because when I'm around them all the time, then I don't have to memorize them and it's nothing new. And then, they make sense. A lot of them make sense of what they spell out and what they mean. You just have to think slow about it and think about it and not just memorize it verbatim, just a word,
Okay. Well, I probably still have like a lot of studying to do, and I'm not planning to take the test today or tomorrow. I'm gonna probably just wait till Friday afternoon, most likely.
Yeah, that's totally fine, I think,
Yeah,
Give-
so
Give yourself the time. Absolutely.
okay, well, thank you for everything, and I'll probably after Friday or so, I'll do the Wait My Professor.
Sweet. That would be very nice of you. I would really appreciate that.
Okay.
And
Well,
then just, if you have anything, reach out and I'm around. I got my phone on me all the time, like most of us.
okay. Oh, you said you're taking courses.
Yeah, I take some classes myself.
Oh, you're taking I think
I
one
took-
of the
I took an English class, an English writing class in the fall, because I've never taken that myself when I came to America. I didn't, English was kind of hard at first. And then now I'm taking an anatomy class, actually, just to sort of see how another professor's doing it. And that gives me an opportunity to read a couple of books again and go deeper a little bit. And so that's always good. And then in the fall, I'm taking a physiology class.
Oh, okay.
Also, same refresher, because in my professional life, I work with muscles and I work with bones, so I know that stuff real well. But the
How it
physiology,
functions.
after a while you forget a few things, and so I want to always and physio 4, which in merit is, I think, is a 5-unit course, so it's a pretty deep course. So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
maybe a nutrition course. That's another thing that's always interesting.
Oh, I think that's one of the courses for like when you're taking the nurse entrance exam.
Good.
I think
Yeah.
that's one of the recommended like courses. You don't have to take, but I think you get maybe for the recommended courses, I think you get maybe a point for the exam and all that for taking the course.
It's a lot of students who come to my class and have taken that course. I mean, the nutrition chapter that I have in the booklet is kind of giving you a good overview and is useful, but the nutrition class goes into so much detail. It's very, very interesting.
Okay.
I think it almost seems like more detail than I've ever received in chiropractic school on the topic of nutrition when the students talk to me. And so I think that might be one I'm interested in taking. It's cool to learn new things. I really always like learning new things,
Okay. So, well, I probably need to I need to get going.
All right.
It's,
Well, you have a wonderful evening.
you too.
Thank you. Take care.
Oh,
Bye.
take care. You too. Bye.